What should you do if you're experiencing wrist pain in your handstand or handstand push-up training? Well, the quick answer is nothing. Let me explain. When I first started my handstand and handstand push-up journey 4 years ago, I also experienced a lot of intense wrist pain. Nowadays, I can do 45-minute handstand and handstand push-up sessions, and I get no wrist pain at all. And I didn't use any secret wrist flexibility exercise or something. I just kept training the handstand consistently, and my wrist pain went away. So in reality, all you really need to do is just keep training consistently, and your wrist flexibility, strength, and endurance will improve over time. However, I'm going to give you 3 tips in this video which can help you speed up this process and avoid this pain that you're feeling. And by the way, if you're interested and you want to learn the handstand and handstand push-up as fast as possible without experiencing pain or plateaus, check the first link in the description and I got you covered. So I'm going to give you 3 strategies. The first strategy to avoid wrist pain in your handstand or handstand push-up training is to go slow in the beginning. Listen, your wrists are not meant to resist the entirety of your body weight. It's very unnatural for them, which means they'll never be ready for this type of stimulus once you first try it. So it's normal to get wrist pain when you start training your handstand because the wrists have never been used to this type of intensity. So in the beginning, whenever you're feeling wrist pain, just stop training. That's fine. That's what you need to do. So you train your handstand. Maybe you can get 2 or 3 holds or attempts, and after 5 minutes, maybe the pain gets too bad. That's fine. Just end the training session, train again the next day or the day after, and keep respecting your wrists until you feel stronger. As I said, as you keep getting consistent with your handstand training, your wrists will naturally get stronger and more flexible, and the pain that you're feeling is going to be delayed. So maybe in the beginning you get pain right after 5 minutes, and then after a few months, the pain only comes in like 10 minutes. This is great, this is progress. So the first step is just go slow in the beginning, and whenever you're feeling wrist pain, just end the training session. It's fine. This is what you need to do. The second tip, which is the most obvious one, is just to warm up your wrists nicely. Listen, and warming up is very simple. My warm-up consists of 2 things. I do wrist rotations just like this, and then I lean my body weight into my wrists slowly for 5 minutes, trying to get those little cracks on my fingers, etc. After 5 minutes, our wrists feel fine. So just do wrist rotations, and then whatever you want to call this movement, just lean your body weight into your wrists until they feel nice. Because if you do not warm up, not only will you get greater pain because your wrists are cold, but you're also increasing your risks of injury like crazy. There's one place in calisthenics where you won't get injured, it's your wrist, because we use our wrists for everything, literally. And my third and final tip is, if you're experiencing wrist pain, but you want to keep doing your training session because you're a maniac like me and you love training, just use some parallettes. That's going to fix it immediately. Because when training the handstand on the wall, this is a very a natural position for the wrist. You can see they're really bent, almost like they're trying to break. However, when you use some parallettes, your wrists are in a very neutral position. It's much more natural. So by doing it on parallettes, your pain pretty much just goes away. Now there's a bit of a catch with this tip is that in the beginning, you should only be training either on the floor or on parallettes too, so you do not consist your body. However, if you're experiencing pain and you want to keep doing your training session, there's nothing wrong with using parallettes in the end of your session to get some extra holds without pain. Follow these 3 tips, you're going to avoid pain as much as possible, and remember, pain in your wrists is natural. It's going to happen because they're just not used to hold your entire body weight. So just end your training sessions whenever the pain gets too much, or use some parallettes, and of course, always warm up. And I go over this in my Handstand Push-Up Pro program. You can find it in the description. It will teach you how to learn the handstand and the handstand push-up and all those crazy skills.